London's West End is on the search for a new leading lady. Open auditions tomorrow. Who knows? It could be you.
Dream big on the new Caledonian Sleeper.
Thursday, quite like Thursday, good day. Wake up early, hit snooze. Wake up late. Wake up late? You rush, iron fast. Oh, looks the same. Cool, you drop toothpaste. New shirt. Stuck in traffic, eat breakfast in car. Feel like you forgot something. Iron? Left iron on. Definitely don't like Thursday. Oh, wait. It's actually Wednesday. Insurance for two busy lives. State.
My grandmother taught me about sex. It was fully terrible. It was on a Sunday after church. She put the flowers and the bees on the private parts in the medical book to show me how they pollinate.
It was more like the biological stuff that will happen to you. Like, if you have sex, you'll have a baby. Here's the little egg and here's the sperm.
Erections, ejaculation, but that was it. There was really no discussion beyond just biological functions.
You shouldn't go to the men's restroom. You never know what would happen when you sit on the toilet seat and you could get pregnant.
I didn't hear the word sex until maybe a teenager. We referred to it as something else, like doing it, or they're doing the nasty. I don't think they ever used the word sex.
So you guys pretty much got that sex is penis and vagina and the sperm finds the egg.
Yeah. Yes.
Our sex education is not about, we don't hear about pleasure, do we? Like, that's the chapter that's missing. So let's start, Emily, tell me what was sex ed for you?
So we had like a single lesson that was our sex education, and the through line of it was the only 100% effective way to not get pregnant and not get STIs is by not having sex.
Yeah. Whitney, how about in your house? What did you hear?
The penis, vagina, parts of it, and then don't do it, wait till you're married kind of conversation. So
were you taught abstinence? Was that part of your school? Yeah. So sex education is don't get pregnant, don't get an STI. It's a bunch of no's. Don't do this, don't do that. We want to talk about what it is. It's about pleasure, it's about consent, but you all have the right to pleasure. I want you to know that.
I would describe myself as sex positive. I have for a long time. To me, sex positivity is just being open and non-judgmental. If it feels good for you and it feels safe for you, it's okay.
All sex is good sex as long as it's consensual and pleasurable. So if we're into fetishes, check the boxes. Is it consensual? Is it pleasurable? Yep, I'm good. I like to do it this way and I haven't ever heard of that. Check your own boxes. Is it consensual? Is it pleasurable? I'm good.
I didn't learn about like pleasuring myself until maybe high school, and I was like, you can do that?
I searched like how to masturbate because I don't even know how to do that. And I realized that was a terrible idea because the things that come up, I'm
gonna be completely honest. I did a lot of internet searches. So yeah, the internet was like my best friend.
So pleasure, the missing piece of education is pleasure. And I've heard a few of you mention porn.
The first time a friend showed it to me, I remember us getting caught and it was such a big deal and it was like, you can't watch that, this is terrible. And like, I was grounded for like a month. Like, it's just a terrible thing that you can't do. It's like a back and forth inside my head where like, it's okay, it's natural, you're supposed to be curious, but that little voice that's like, no, this is wrong and like, you're gonna go to hell or something.
I thought the pleasure part of sex was reserved for guys. And so when we thought about, oh, this feels good, that I'm more than making babies and running a family, that this intimate things feel real good to me. I felt bad.
For so many of us, with the religious piece, with the familial piece, you get shame. Like, if you do this, you're not worthy, you're going to hell, all these things. If it's under that sex positivity banner, right? Pleasure and consent, there's no room for shame.
I didn't think that women had pleasure. I found out.
How do you describe great sex?
Boom! It's big, it's big.
It's fun. It's fun with the right person and it can be good.
Chills and like electricity and all of a sudden it's like, oh snap, oh snap. Like it's...
Leave this plane for a couple minutes until you're ready to come back down.
Did you know how good orgasms are for you? So, orgasms help reduce stress, anxiety, better sleep, improved immune function, improved cardiovascular health, better moods, but it can be very scary to have your first orgasm. Was anyone scared? Whitney, does it feel scary to you?
Yeah, because I have no idea what it'll feel like or what your body actually experiences when that happens. It's this abstract idea and it gives you a little bit of anxiety because you don't know how it's gonna turn out.
You've never had one?
No.
Oh, you're young. Got lots to go. But I would plan it out because it's special. You're doing your research right now.
Exactly, that's why I'm here.
She could still have one by herself without a partner.
So Whitney, what could an orgasm be?
I mean, liberating? Yeah. It would be great to just make sex a normal thing and just a part of life instead of this big thing that I have to save for one person my whole life because that's what I've always been told.
Now I'm gonna ask you guys a hard question. How many of you prioritize your partner's pleasure over your own?
That's like my whole relationship with my ex-boyfriend. Sorry, like the whole time. Like I'm not even joking, like I was literally just there. Like just no expression on my face. Wasn't smiling, wasn't in pain, but was just kind of there. He'll be done soon, you know? So I'm just gonna power through. But it was very unpleasant. I went on the internet, it was like, oh, some girls just never have an orgasm. So I was like, oh, guess that's me, it's just not happening.
I wasn't taught that my pleasure mattered. It was just kind of like, hey, sometimes it doesn't feel that good for you, but you're gonna have to deal with it if it doesn't feel that good. You know, if you love him and he wants it, then okay, you can do it, but it wasn't necessarily make sure you're both enjoying it.
We need to understand what pleasure is for us, what feels good to us, and give ourselves permission to have that and not have to apologize or not have to say yes when really what we want to do is say no.
Because a lot of us did not get that education anywhere in terms of like how sex should be pleasurable. We don't know if it's like okay for us to give consent or to revoke consent. We get into these like gray area situations because we don't feel we have the permission to say, I'm not enjoying this, I want to do something different, or I don't want to do this at all.
Our biggest sex organ is our brain. Like, you can think about sex and get yourself off. And women, this is our superpower. Most men can't do this.
Sex is so much a mind thing. Because you're thinking like, do I look good? Does this position make me look good? Did I just make a creep? I don't know. And like, when you have all that going on, it's so hard to relax.
Yeah.
That was something that I had to learn on my own and realize, okay, like, relax, enjoy it, don't get in your head.
If you're in your head, you're not in your body, you're not getting lubricated.
And your body's like, hey, if you're not mentally in this game, like it's not gonna go the way you want it.
Your body is really only primed for sex 7 to 10 days per month. 2/3 of the month, your estrogen levels are dropping, which means your lubrication levels drop. Have you ever heard that?
No, that sucks.
I mean, that's kind of I guess
one.
it makes sense, but I've never thought of that before. Wow.
So when you're ovulating, you're gonna be the wettest and the thickest. And when you're not, you'll have more dryness.
That's when it becomes painful, and your body can't actually physically make that bodily fluid to make yourself more wet to enjoy it.
In school and really at home, you focus on the biological stuff, not, the happiness and emotions that come along with that. So to hear this stuff from someone who I can actually trust, as opposed to like an article on the internet, was just amazing. So I don't know, I just felt like extremely empowered, and I just wanted to get out and kind of share everything that I experienced with the rest of the world.
Hearing people's stories and how people have had similar experiences with the same guilt that I feel allows me to feel more open, and feels like there's some excitement now that I can explore different things and not feel bad about it. I definitely look forward to finding what my pleasure spots are. Whoever I do end up having sex with for the first time, I hope they're prepared, because I have a long list of things that I want to try.
On Wednesday, October 10th, Chen arrived at the company at 9:02 a.m. He received 27 emails in the morning, 8 after lunch. 1 had the results of his recent health check. Everything was normal. Chen printed 58 pages with the black and white printer and none with the color one. Chen used his badge to go to the cafeteria at 12:05 p.m. and 4 more times to go outside to smoke. Chen made a call with his company's cell phone on the balcony. It lasted 12 minutes, 3 seconds. He also used his landline for 3 calls. Chen downloaded 353 megabytes of files from the internet. At 6:32 p.m., Chen took the elevator C to the lobby and scanned out with his badge at 6:33 p.m.
Deformed time, melting sky, 3-armed creatures, mountains die, stuck in